Alright, welcome back. Another day, same shit, different day. Of course, I got my Diaz Coco. Alright, let's just begin this day. Ish. For some reason, when I started today, I gotta go to the chief. That's the last episode. So that's where we left off. Alright. Oh yeah. I got this now.
Darn. Hope she comes back soon.
Huh.
He looks like the receptionist here. That's the repurification center. At the root of every crime lies an illness. The criminals are cured here from their mental illnesses and fully reconstructed to become fit citizens.
That just sounds like brainwashing with extra steps to me. Hey, you know what? I've never been here before.
Yeah.
Those doors lead to the psychiatry ward. That's where I get my annual psychiatric evaluation.
I think I've seen this one before.
It leads to the neurology and neurosurgery ward. Also, it says the criminal task force is located here.
Okay, let's talk to him.
Hi, I'm Senior Officer Phoenix Wallace from the Adrianopolis Peace and Security Center. I'm here to see someone from the Criminal Task Force.
Just one moment, Officer Wallace. Dr. Gisela Nemeth is able to see you, officer.
Thank you. And how can I find Dr. Nemeth?
Sounds Indian.
Just follow this corridor. It's the third door on the left.
Hello, Dr. Nemeth. My name is Phoenix Wallace. I'm here to inquire about the death of Dr. Melvin Philip Spencer.
And you are with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm with the Adrianopolis Peace and Security Center. I'm a peace officer.
Hi, Officer Wallace. What can I do for you?
I'm here in an official capacity. I need to ask you some questions regarding Dr. Spencer's death. Do you have any time right now?
Sure. I'd be glad to help you.
Dr. Nemeth?
Call me Gisela, please.
Oh, all right, Gisela. And you can call me Phoenix. I was born in Adrianopolis.
You were? So you spent your whole life here?
Most of it. I was away 8 years for college and different jobs.
Are you glad to be back?
I don't know. I guess I hadn't thought much about it. Are you aware of the circumstances surrounding Dr. Spencer's death?
Can you be more specific?
For example, do you know who discovered his body?
I thought you would already know about that, Phoenix.
I don't,
laugh.
because I'm not assigned to the Spencer case. Actually, I'm working on a murder case, and Dr. Spencer's name came up.
A murder case? What murder case? Who was murdered?
A citizen by the name of Vasily Bogdanov was murdered in the rogue state of Russia.
When was this? I haven't heard anything about it.
On April 6th. The case is being kept confidential, however, and that's probably why you haven't heard about it.
I see. We both have our work cut out for us, don't we?
I don't know if you heard that laugh earlier. That's the wonderful, wonderful laugh of Rich Evans. I have the red letter media on my other computer. That way it doesn't go on standby. So that's that.
Why is Dr. Spencer's autopsy report so complicated?
Well, first of all, the report is not complete yet.
I could see that. But still, I should have been able to comprehend at least some of the contents, right?
From a practical point of view, you are absolutely right. But our company policies prohibit us from writing reports that have ambiguous contents.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean is, we are not to use words that may create ambiguity and result in conflicting interpretations, especially by lawyers.
Are you saying that you put all that medical mumbo-jumbo in your reports so that some lawyer can't sue you over it?
That's precisely it.
You doctors are all the same. Always prepared to cover your asses.
A doctor's gotta do what a doctor's gotta do.
Gisela, what is your area of expertise?
I am a neurosurgeon.
Wow, that is impressive. How long do you have to study in order to get that title?
I am 27 years old, and I am still studying. Learning never ends in the medical field.
What exactly does a neurosurgeon do?
Neurosurgeons deal with brain and spinal column related injuries and diseases. We can help you with everything from a severe brain hemorrhage to a routine backache.
You don't say. I didn't know brain surgeons dealt with back problems.
We usually don't, if it is a muscle or tissue structure problem, but if the bones and tissues are harming the nerve cells, such as in a slipped disc case, we take over.
I understand. So, who told you about Dr. Spencer's death?
My director. I was called to a meeting in the rehab center's executive office, and then informed that the GPSN had asked for assistance with the unique autopsy case of Melvin Philip Spencer.
Why is this such a unique case?
Let me remind you that all deaths in the World Union are due to natural causes. However, Dr. Spencer's death was anything but natural.
If Spencer's death was not natural, how can you claim that all the deaths in the Union are due to natural causes?
These unnatural deaths are so rare, from a statistical point of view, they can be ignored.
Have you ever had any experience with such an assignment?
No, I have not. Actually, none of us within the rehab center have.
How did your director react to this unusual case?
He was surprised just like the rest of us. As you very well know, Phoenix, rehab centers do not practice criminal postmortems because such cases don't arise anymore.
So what kind of a team was assembled for this case?
The GPSN specifically asked us to assemble a criminal task force, which included a neurosurgeon, an internal pathologist, and a neurologist.
And who is heading this criminal task force team?
Being the physician in the most closely related field, I was chosen to be the task force leader.
Another urgent message. So many urgent messages.
I'm afraid I need to leave now, Gisela. May I come back later to continue our conversation?
Sure thing, Phoenix.
Oh, these hackers. How can this be possible? I hope they didn't do anything to my files. This has started happening too often. I'm starting to lose my trust in GPSN's ability to protect its data. A conscience of a hacker? What the... Oh. I have to admit, it's interesting. in a strange way. This has to be a hacker job. Only their sick minds can produce such slogans.
September 8th, 1986? The year I was born? Gladys. Arnett.
Hello, Officer Wallace. It's Gladys from Roger Arnett's salon.
Oh, hi. Is there an opening available?
Yes, that's why I called. I may just be able to squeeze you in today. Can you come over right away?
On my way. Thank you. I should go to the Arnett salon immediately.
About time.
Hello. Is Mr. Arnett ready to see me?
Not at this moment. But please take a seat. I'll let you know. In the meantime, would you like to receive our complimentary magical makeover?
Complimentary? As in, free of charge?
Absolutely. With no strings attached.
So tell me, Ms. Castle, what does a magical makeover involve? Does it hurt?
Oh, that was funny. I didn't know GPSN officers could be so humorous. Of course it doesn't hurt.
So, what exactly do you intend to do?
Well, that's part of the magic. It's for us to know and you to find out. We're going to give you a new hairdo using our intelligent software and do a makeover for your face using our top-of-the-line cosmetic products.
And what if I don't like my new hairstyle and my new face?
What a silly question. Of course you're gonna like the choices we make for you.
Well, I must admit that I'm curious about what you do here. And you don't get such free offers from a salon like yours every day. I'll take you up on your offer.
So glad to hear that. We won't disappoint you.
You're still gonna let me see Mr. Arnett, right? I wouldn't want to miss my chance to see him while being made over.
I assure you, Officer Wallace, I'll personally see to it that you have your time with Mr. Arnett.
Oh, Phoenix, you look like $1,000,000. I would never have guessed that a makeover could improve you so.
Is that really my face in the mirror, Gladys?
It sure is, sweetie.
Wow. You do unbelievable work here. I'm completely surprised. I never thought such a makeover was possible.
Well, that's what we're here for. We can do wonders with anybody's face.
Obviously you can.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Arnett is ready to see you.
He is. Thanks.
Gosh, this room is so different from the beauty salon. I've never seen decoration like this before. Such beautiful antiques. Mr. Arnett must have great taste in art.
Another call. Man, it's a busy day today. Oh, Sandra.
Hello, dear.
Hi, Sandra.
Want to meet tonight?
Sure.
At the cafe? Round 8?
Alrighty.
See ya.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Senior Officer Phoenix Wallace from the Adrianopolis Peace and Security Center. And you must be Mr. Arnett.
Well, they all call me Arnie around here. You might as well do the same, sweetie pie.
Well, Arnie, why don't you call me Phoenix then?
Okay, done deal, Phoenix, sweetie pie. What can I do for you today? What kind of image change do you have in mind?
I'm not here to change my image. I'm here to discuss official business.
Official business? Gladys didn't say anything about official business. I thought you were here for a makeover.
But I've just had a makeover. You mean you can't tell?
Not really. Because it wasn't done very well at all. The color scheme looks terrible, and who did this crappy job anyway?
It was Gladys, your assistant.
Oh, is that right? You lucky devil. She must have been trying one of those beta version programs.
And what does that mean?
It means that she was experimenting for her term assignment. Obviously, she had chosen the wrong color scheme for you. Anyway, what kind of official business do you have with me? Are you from Wimmer?
No, Arnie, I told you I am a GPSN officer.
Well then, GPSN Officer Phoenix, what can I do for you?
Alright, let's pick his brain. Say friend.
Arnie, do you have a friend named Vasily Bogdanov?
I can tell you, dear, I have no friends. With a funny name like that, what did you say? A silly bought a donut?
No.
That's funny.
I said Vasily Bogdanov. Are you sure? This name doesn't ring a bell.
No, it doesn't. But wait, I have a recent client with a very funny name that I can't even pronounce. I just call him VB.
Can you give me a physical description of VB?
He's a short, fat, dumpy, bald man, right?
Sounds about right.
I suppose he could be described that way.
Well, there you go then. VB, one of my very new customers. I haven't even had a chance to implement the latest makeover that I've designed for him. He was supposed to be in a couple of days ago, but he didn't show.
Arnie, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but VB is no longer with us.
What do you mean? He's left Andrinopolis without saying goodbye?
I'm afraid he has, and he won't be returning. Ever.
Well, I don't understand. I thought he was just getting settled here in Andrinopolis. Do you know why he won't be returning?
Yes, I know why he won't be returning. I regret to say he's dead.
No, he's dead? You mean dead?
Yes, I'm afraid he is dead, and I'm investigating his death. I would like you to answer a few questions for me.
Oh, I am devastated. But I'll do my best to answer your questions. I'm still in shock. He was such a kind man.
Arnie, how would you describe your professional relationship with Mr. Bogdanov?
VB was a dream case for any image maker.
In what way was he a dream case? I was told he was rather unattractive.
Precisely. There was so much to be done with him. If I had been given enough time to successfully transform that man, I would be the star of every fashion show.
Right. I guess I have never looked at it that way. Anyhow, do you think you can answer my questions about your professional relationship with him?
Sure. He was a nice man, but he wasn't quite ready to face what it takes to gain a new image.
What else can you say about him?
It seemed like he was getting ready for a giant leap in his business career, and he wanted his looks to match his financial success. And that's where my magical touch came into play.
So, are you originally from Adrianopolis?
No, dear, I am from London.
Oh, I should have guessed from your accent.
Have you had the pleasure of visiting London?
As a matter of fact, I did. I visited London while attending Lancaster University.
So you strode through merry old England, huh?
I beg your pardon. You mean Great Britain?
Yes, that's exactly what I meant. I hope you enjoyed your stay.
I did very much. Except the food was, let's say, not up to par.
I understand you, dear. And where are you from, by the way?
I was born here, in Adrianopolis.
Is that so? But that's not what I asked.
You mean my genetic origins? I'm from the island of Anglesey. Have you heard of it before?
Anglesey. Of course I've heard of it. The island of the Druids.
Island of who?
The mighty Druids of the Celtic people. You have a very interesting bloodline, sweetie pie.
You know more about my bloodline than I do.
Dearie, don't get me wrong. I am not a geography expert. I just happen to have a professional interest in Druids, that's all.
Professional interest? What for?
Because these Druids were the shamans of the Celts, and they had exceptionally persuasive powers over their people.
Persuasive powers? I wish I could have inherited some of those skills. Do you think Mr. Bogdanov's business was going well?
It certainly seemed to be. I got the feeling that his financial status was improving rapidly.
How come?
Well, first of all, dear, he was able to afford my services. It is very unusual for me to have a client with an HDI of only 70, the very bottom of the economical pyramid.
I'm curious about that too. It seems like Mr. Bogdanov's prosperity was very recent. Otherwise, it would have shown on his quarterly financial results.
He was going to make a giant leap in his next quarterly review. I can tell you that.
What makes you so sure?
Let's just say it's my professional intuition. I have to understand my clients, in order to help them with their images.
Makes sense.
Are you sure this prediction of yours is purely intuition-based?
In my line of business, you always need to support your intuition with a plausible rumor.
In my line of business, we tend to ignore rumors. We look for facts.
Let's just say my rumors can be more reliable than some of your facts.
I think I'll leave now, Arnie. I need to think a little about your comments.
All right, sweetie pie.
Can you inform your assistant that I may be returning?
Sure thing, doll. Just tell her that I'm expecting you.
Surely he wasn't promoting unscientific thinking. Or was he? How can rumors be more reliable than facts? Wow, that's a number to be envious about. I don't think I've met someone with such a high HDI before.
'83. Dang, he's just 2 points shy of being an RIV. He's way up there. Where the holies are. Huh. Interesting.
I keep seeing these everywhere. They must be really fashionable. This vase must be hundreds of years old. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, that looks like an unexploitable African's face.
Yeah, she says she is Gano. Pierre's pocket.
It's useless. He's avoiding me there. It's getting late, and I'm beat. Time to head home. I know what to wear tonight.
Let's get the fuck out
I
of
need
here.
to get going, or else I'm going to be late for my meeting with Sandra.
Hi, Sandra.
Hi, dear.
Oh, Phoenix. Don't tell me you've been walking around like that today.
What is it? Is there something between my teeth?
No, it's your makeup. If I didn't know you, I would have thought that you were a clown from the Russian circus. Who did this to you?
It was Gladys Castle, Roger Arnett's assistant. She offered me a free makeover, and I thought, why not?
The assistant of the famous Roger Arnett?
Yes, exactly.
In that case, I don't think your makeover was done correctly.
That's what Arnett said, too.
Still, dear, you shouldn't be walking around like this, or else your own GPSN people might mistake you for a renegade Russian clown.
She's got sass.
I finally met Roger Arnett.
Wow, I know he's the best image maker in town. So, tell me, what's he really like?
I guess flamboyant would be an accurate way to describe him.
Everybody knows that. Tell me something about the man that I haven't heard.
Well, I can think of one thing that you probably don't know about. His office is incredible. I haven't seen anything like it in my life.
It must be extremely elaborate. It is common knowledge that he influences all his clients there.
No, it wasn't elaborate or anything. There wasn't even a computer in the room. I would describe it as being serene.
No computer? How could he work like that?
I don't know. There were the top-of-the-line computerized design stations in his salon, but not even an electronic notepad in his office.
Oh, whatever.
You know,
So tell me, what was so serene about his office?
I wonder how old he is.
There were all these weird masks from the unexploitable parts of Africa. Some Asian wall hangings, a beautiful carpet. It was handmade, I believe. And those paintings, they were fantastic.
Is that all? You can find those anywhere, Phoebe.
I know, but his decorations were simple and in perfect harmony. It was such a soothing place to be.
That's an old one.
So, did your Pierre have anything of importance to say after you chased him all around the
Oh, never
town?
mind.
Yes, he claimed that art consultancy doesn't pay six-figure sums in a small city like Adrianopolis.
Well, I have to say he has a point. There are just a few people in this city who could afford $1 million art consultation. However, they certainly would not hire a stinky immigrant.
Sometimes I can't understand the reason for spending a fortune on things like art consultancy.
Come on, Phoenix. Don't be so naive. It's so fashionable to have an expensive art consultant. Besides, one can easily increase her HDI several points after such a service.
Really?
Of course. Consider it as an investment for your future. Nowadays, a good art consulting service provides the best return on the investment.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I'm not sure if I'd care.
But you should know, and you should care. It's the only way to get to the top. You do want to get to the top, don't you?
Oh, I don't know. I feel confused.
Your case is really draining you. I think you need a break.
I met a doctor from the Criminal Task Force team, which is investigating Dr. Spencer's death.
Oh, was he hot?
First of all, he was a she. Her name is Gisela Nemeth, and she's leading the task force.
I bet she has an attitude.
Stella.
I like her already.
As a matter of fact, she was very pleasant. I didn't even detect an attitude.
Neither did I.
No, Phoenix. You wouldn't detect an attitude if it hit you in the face.
Is that right? Well, I'm not going to tell you anything more about my cases. How about that for an attitude?
Phoenix, loosen up. I think this case is making you too edgy. Maybe you should get your head checked.
My head is fine. It's you that's making me edgy.
All right, all right. I'm sorry I pissed you off. Will you forgive me, please?
Yeah, fine. Maybe you're right. I guess I am a little edgy.
Did she apologize?
Roger Arnett told me that Bogdanov was a really tough case.
Why am I not surprised? Teaching World Union matters to a stinky immigrant would be a tremendous challenge.
Apparently, Bogdanov required a lot of work. but he wasn't quite ready to face what it takes to gain a new image.
Oh, Phoebe. Gaining a new image requires a lot of dedication and hard work, as well as money. We both know that rogue staters aren't motivated enough to undertake such a challenge. Greed works, baby, and they just don't have it.
I know all that, but he did have the qualities to become a World Union citizen.
I suppose he had the bare minimum requirements to become a citizen. What was his HDI again?
70, but it appears that he was going to make a huge leap in his next quarterly review.
A financial leap can only get you so far. Our HDIs are not only based on the cash we have, but also on our health and the present value of our future prospects.
I understand a great image can boost one's future prospects big time. And Bogdanov wasn't driven to achieve such an image, but what's your point?
All I'm trying to say is that stinky immigrants can only get so far with the money they bring or make. Only people with a sound union education possess the greed for sustaining personal economic growth.
Hey, guess what, Sandra? I learned about my genetic origins.
Oh, tell me something I care about. We all learn about our genetic origins at age 6. Why do you think your last name is Wallace and mine is Pescara?
I'm not talking about the fact that my
Pescaro.
genetic makeup is more than
Pescara.
60% Welsh, or yours is Italian. I discovered that I am a druid.
Oh, you are? Poor Phoebe. Don't worry, dear. I'm sure our scientists will find a cure for you.
Is that supposed to be a joke? Do you know what a druid is?
No, but it sounded like a terminal illness.
A druid is a shaman of the ancient tribe of Celts. Evidently, these druids used to be extremely influential over people.
Oh, really? And who enlightened you about all this?
Roger Arnett, of course. Apparently, he has a professional interest in these druids. Sandra, I need to leave now. Talk to you tomorrow, then.
Sure. See ya.
I gotta go to the club.
I'm not dressed properly for this place. I just cannot walk in there like this. It would be so politically incorrect.
Time is it? 11 p.m. Sure.
What should I wear? I feel tired. I should go to bed.
Okay, never mind.
Finally, she's back in town.
Here's how time is. Ouch, Katie. Don't do that, it hurts. Ow! Quit it. Ow, quit it. Ow, quit it. She's sticking her claws out to my thigh. Alright. We're starting on the day. Just more time. Alright.
Hello, Officer Thorson. Do you have some time for me?
Yes, I do. Officer Wallace.
Officer Wallace. You know, ask for a word, just fuck it.
So, Officer Thorson, are you originally from Adrianopolis?
I am Scandinavian, from the city of Gothenburg.
I've never been to Scandinavia, but someday I'd like to go there.
I highly recommend Gothenburg and Stockholm. They are splendid cities to visit.
I heard the Scandinavian men are to die for. Is it true?
I've had my share, and I'm still here. I guess you can say I prefer the Latino type.
Is this a good time of year to visit?
Sure, if you don't mind the snow and the bitter cold.
Actually, I don't mind the cold at all.
Neither do I.
So, is the Great Eastern Border secure?
Officer Wallace, you should know the answer for this.
Well, I know it is not possible to infiltrate our borders, but nobody really explained to us at the Peace Center how this was achieved.
Oh, so you are curious about the gadgets we use for border security?
Yes, that's it.
We used to have barbed wire and similar physical barriers to prevent illegal crossings, but those were very expensive to install and maintain. Plus, they did not provide enough security.
They didn't? How come?
Because people started digging tunnels underneath them. Then, the GPSN adopted the comprehensive approach for border security.
The comprehensive approach? What is that?
It is a defensive doctrine, stating that an infiltration may occur from the air, the sea, the underground, as well as from the surface of the land.
So, how do you control such infiltrations?
For land and air, we use heat-seeking and motion detectors. Moreover, we use a strong magnetic field to disable any unauthorized electronic devices. All of our own devices are immune to this field.
How about the underground?
We have seismic activity sensors, and these can detect any underground movement created by anything larger than a mole.
I'm totally impressed, Officer Thorson. I did not know so many instruments were involved in border security. None of this is even noticeable from the Peace Center building, which is right on the border.
Our doctrine states that all implementations should be transparent to the naked eye, so that countermeasures cannot be easily used.
Well, now I understand why it's not possible to sneak across our borders.
I can assure you, not even a sparrow can cross our border without us noticing it first. We were forced to implement all these electronic devices because the Great Eastern Border stretches over a very vast distance.
Just how long is this border?
Nearly 2,500 kilometers.
Two
It
Americans
extends from the Black Sea to the Baltic Sea.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that long.
As you can see from the map over there, it is the only lengthy and vulnerable land border we have.
What about the borders at the Pacific Rim and Scandinavia?
At the rim, we have a buffer zone to protect Hong Kong and its surroundings. In our Scandinavian region, there is a mountain range which creates a natural border with Russia.
Thank you for going into such detail.
You're welcome.
Officer Thorson, did you ever talk about your relationship with Captain Perez to anyone else?
No, but I was visited by a journalist from WXBG right after the accident.
A journalist? Did he ask anything specific about Captain Perez?
Yes, he did.
Such as?
He asked about Antonio's affection for me. I suppose he was thinking of creating a love story around the accident.
And how did you respond?
I just declined to make any comments at all. I didn't want our affair made public.
Then what did he do?
I don't know. I never saw any story about the accident in the news.
Give me the name.
Can you tell me the name of the journalist that visited you?
Oh, let me try to remember. Yes, I believe his name was Brian Ainsworth from the WXBG News.
Ainsworth? Never heard of him.
I suppose he is one of the behind-the-scene investigative type journalists. He was pleasant enough.
So, did you tell this journalist about any of the intimate details of your relationship with Captain Perez?
Officer Wallace, of course not. And I certainly hope what I told you so far will only be used for your investigation.
You can trust me on that, officer. I will not disclose any information to unwarranted parties. First Lieutenant Thorson, you've been a great help to my investigation. Thanks so much. And goodbye.
Goodbye.
I should check out this journalist from WXBG News. PA, add WXBG News of Adrianopolis to my navigation map.
There it is. WXBG, 7th floor. A mediocre HDI for a newsman. Either he's not that trustworthy or business is low. This must be Mr. Ainsworth.
Hello, Mr. Ainsworth.
Yes, that's me. Who's asking?
My name is Phoenix Wallace. I'm a senior peace officer from the Peace Center, Mr. Ainsworth.
Nice to meet you. Call me Brian, please.
Oh, okay. You can call me Phoenix.
So, what brings you here, Phoenix?
I'm investigating a crime, and I was told that you may have some information about it.
Oh, okay. Helping peace officers is a duty of every Union citizen. What can I help you with?
Do you recall the death of Captain Juan Antonio Perez?
Sure, the plane accident case over Russian soil. I didn't know GPSN Civil Wing was investigating that case.
Well, we're not. But Captain Perez's name came up in another case.
What case is that?
I cannot reveal that to you, Brian. It is ordered confidential by a judge.
I see. We understand confidentiality in the press. Besides, if you don't tell me about your case, how can I be helpful?
Well, okay. His name came up in a murder case.
Murder? Holy shit, in Andrianopolis?
No, in Russia. A man named Vasily Bogdanov from Adrianopolis was brutally murdered, and Captain Perez's service number was written on what appears to be a customer list.
You said written, right? Handwritten?
That's correct.
Hard to understand why some people get stuck with ancient traditions and never let go.
Who knows? How did you learn about Captain Perez's death?
Through unofficial channels.
May I ask who?
I cannot reveal my sources, Phoenix.
I see. In that case, what can you tell me about the accident?
Well, his plane crashed into a mountainside in Russia. He and the other members of his crew were instantly killed.
Was he the commander of the aircraft?
Yes, he was, and I believe he was flying the plane at the time of the accident.
Were you able to obtain any flight recorder information?
No, I wasn't.
If you already knew about it, how come there was no news in your channel about this?
Well, GPSN made an official request. They cited national security reasons and asked us not to publish it.
And you instantly backed down?
GPSN is a colossal company, Phoenix. You know, you work for them. When they make such a request from a regional holovision channel like us, it is very hard to turn them down.
Are you worried that you may never get information from them again?
You are a clever one, Phoenix.
Is there anything you'd like to add about the crash?
Not really. I learned about the crash from one of my sources in Russia, then rushed to the military zone. But nobody there really cooperated. By the way, how did you come up with my name?
From First Lieutenant Thorson.
Oh, the Ice Queen.
That's not really politically correct, is it?
Oh, I'm sorry, Phoenix. I didn't mean any disrespect to Officer Thorson, but her appearance was so...
cold?
Well, you said it.
Right, okay. You don't happen to have any media about this, do you?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Really? What do you have?
I have some crappy 2D footage of the crash site.
Footage of the crash site? Why do you call it crappy?
Because it is. It was shot in the dark, with no light source. You can't see a darn thing.
Can I have a copy of this footage, please?
Sure, I'll try to locate it for you and get a copy made.
I would really appreciate that, Brian.
How about I give it to you over dinner tonight? At Cafe Rosé?
I can't reject. It's fine.
All right. Around 10 okay with you?
Great.
You won't forget the footage, right?
Don't worry, Phoenix. I won't.
Well, see you later then. Bye.
Goodbye, Phoenix.
Wow, Phoenix. You got a date for tonight. You lucky devil. Wait till Sandra hears about this. It's getting late, and I'm beat. Time to head home. What should I wear?
If I wear this.
I gotta run. I'm getting late.
I really enjoyed that food.
I told you I know the best dishes here, didn't I?
You certainly did.
I'm glad you liked it.
Yes. You have the media with you, right?
I located it, but there wasn't enough time to get a copy. I'm really sorry, Phoenix. I will get you a copy tomorrow.
Okay.
Would you like to finish this wonderful evening with a drink in my apartment?
I would have pulled the same move. Sure.
That could be interesting.
I have the best Syntho wines in stock.
That's really tempting.
Let's go then, shall we?
Okay, let's go.
Well, that was sort of ordinary. Then again, what's new about that, Phoenix?
Look at him. He just slipped
I
over.
shouldn't wake up Brian.
He's just so funny. Oh, she's in her undies. Wow. Ooh, there it is.
Oh, that looks like a video disc. I bet it's the footage. I better leave now. I only have enough time to go home, change, and head back to work. Oh, that looks like a video disc. I bet it's the footage. Oh, man. I feel totally knackered. But I think Sandra won't tease me for a while. I even got the footage.
Oh, you Phoenix. It's only been 49 minutes. Okay, I'll go for one more day. Let's see.
Hi, I'm here to see Mr. Arnett. He's expecting me.
Oh, of course, Officer Wallace. By the way, would you like to receive another makeover?
How about, no.
Well, I'm in a rush. I think I'll pass this time.
Sorry to hear that. Maybe next time then.
Maybe never.
Hello, Arnie. It's me again.
Hello, sweetie pie.
Was Mr. Bogdanov involved in any other business ventures?
You mean outside of his Thing Store franchise?
Yes. Did he ever mention anything else?
He mentioned an art consultancy business that he had, with some young artists he found, but I just filtered it out.
You just filtered it out? What do you mean? Did you ignore it?
Well, dear, we are exposed to so many rumors and hearsay in our line of business. We just need to filter out the ones that don't seem plausible. And this art consultancy business of Vivi's was hard to fathom.
I guess this means you don't think he had an appreciation for art?
Definitely not. To be an art consultant, you need more than just an appreciation of art. You need to know how to implement art.
You're talking about art as if it had some kind of magical formula.
Well, sure it has. It has the most complex formula in the universe, and only a select few have the eyes and ears to understand and apply it.
Did you know Mr. Bogdanov was going to Russia?
No, I didn't. Is that where he died?
Yes, his body was found in Odessa, Russia.
What do you think possessed him to go there? It's such a risky place to be. Just look what happened to him.
You mean you didn't realize that Mr. Bogdanov was an immigrant?
He was a Russian immigrant? A recent one?
Yes, he'd only lived in the Union for 3 years.
Is that right? Vivi never mentioned his immigrant status to me, but I guess I should have known. He certainly possessed the characteristics of a recent immigrant. But wasn't he sort of, well, old to be an immigrant?
Apparently not. Do you think Mr. Bogdanov was happy in the Union?
He pretended to be happy, but deep down he was miserably unhappy.
How can you be so sure?
I was his image maker, sweetie. My job is to make people feel happy. I know the signs of a genuinely happy person.
And do you think I'm a happy person?
Do you want me to be direct with you?
By all means.
Whoa.
I think you are professionally disillusioned, and personally, you are very lonely, just like everybody else.
What?
You asked me to be direct, and I was.
That's true,
What
Phoenix.
disillusion are you talking about?
I mentioned this before. You think you are protecting the system and helping its people, but you're not.
What do you mean?
You're not ready for this yet. Besides, I'm giving you insight free of charge, and I suggest you go and think about what I have said to you in your free time. Not mine. You need to leave now. Goodbye.
Oh. All right. But I might be back with more questions regarding this case. Can you inform your assistant that I may be returning?
Sure thing, doll. Just tell her that I'm expecting you. And please make sure that you ask me relevant questions if there is a next time.
Arnie is confusing the hell out of me every time we speak. I don't know if he's trying to help me or to humiliate me. Or both.
Oh, see her again.
Hello, dear.
Hi, Sandra.
Want to meet tonight?
Sure.
At the cafe? Round 8?
Alrighty.
See ya.
Bye.
She was born in 2020. That's funny. Smart, serene, confident, someday, Phoenix. Maybe someday. And he was born 2015. BA, MBA, MA, PhD, political science. 154. Smart. How smart is she? 137. Man, this guy's got some education. Look at that. Bam. Hot journalist. Can be an interesting sexual partner. Who's your daddy? Phoenix. 103. Alright, let's go to Gisela.
Hi, I'm here to see Dr. Nemeth again, please.
Of course, officer. One moment. She is expecting you at her office.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Hello, Gisela. Do you have some time for me?
Yes, I do. Nice to see you again, Phoenix.
So, you've never seen a case like this before?
No, I haven't. And a hemorrhage case like this one, it's gonna be in the medical journals, for sure.
Are you telling me this is a unique case?
Yes, to my knowledge, it is.
Have you sought a second opinion from any other neurosurgeons?
As a matter of fact, I have. I sent the data regarding this case to the World Association of Neurological Surgeons.
And have they responded?
Sure. We even had a holo conference regarding this case, and they confirmed the unique nature of this case.
Do you know where Dr. Spencer got the device?
No, I don't.
What does it look like?
What does what look like, Phoenix?
The device. That is supposedly the reason for his death.
Oh, that device. I don't know.
What do you mean, you don't know?
The specifics of the device were never shared with the criminal task force.
But that doesn't make sense. How can you conclude a post-mortem without examining the device that supposedly caused the death?
Right.
Sorry, it never came to the lab. We didn't even see it.
Was there any chance of reviving him once his body arrived at the hospital?
No, there wasn't. He was already dead. There was absolutely no brain activity.
Did you notice anything else?
Yes, there were traces of dried blood in his left ear.
Blood? But why?
Apparently there was a small crack in Dr. Spence's dura mater.
Excuse my ignorance, but what is a dura mater?
Oh, it is the membrane surrounding the brain. It allows the brain to float inside the skull.
So this membrane had a crack, and the blood drained out from the left ear?
Yeah, you could say that's what happened, in layman's terms.
All this talk about death is making me somewhat uneasy, Gisela. Can we continue later?
Sure thing, Phoenix.
So much talk of death. My goodness, they didn't train me for this at the GPSN.
Did I look at her?
Her HDI is relatively low for her line of business. But she's very young. I'm sure she'll improve in her next quarterly review.
Oh, she's just 1 point below shot in it being a devotee. You'll get there, Gisela. You'll get there. Go over here.
What should I wear?
Alright, let's look to Sandra.
I need to get going, or else I'm going to be late for my meeting with Sandra.
Hi, Sandra.
Hi, dear.
Gladys is really annoying me.
Roger Arnett's assistant? Was she being rude to you again?
No, but she keeps insisting on another makeover.
Are you kidding? Don't tell me you turned her down.
Of course I turned her down. After what she did to me last time.
Oh, Phoenix. You know that one was just a mistake. If I were you, I would never turn down an offer from that salon, especially if it's free.
Maybe you're right.
Of course I'm right. So, tell me, how did your date go?
Oh, it was pleasant, and I had a nice time.
Was he good in bed?
Well, I'd say he was okay.
Okay? What kind of rating is that? I thought you'd like this guy.
Well, I sort of do. But the real reason I slept with him was in order to get my hands on this video footage that I needed for my case. I was sure he had it in his house.
Is that right? You little sneak. I like that. I think you're learning the tricks of the trade.
You really think so?
Of course. So, did you get the footage or not?
Yes, I did. But I didn't feel comfortable about removing it from his apartment.
It was meant for you, wasn't it?
Of course.
Then you should relax, girl. Believe me, I've slept with men for worse reasons. You look sort of down tonight. Is there something that you want to share?
I know what it is that's bothering me, but I don't know if I want to talk about it.
I bet it's about sex. Usually that's the only topic you don't want to talk about.
No, it's not about sex this time. Roger Arnett claims that I am professionally disillusioned and personally very lonely, just like everybody else. So I feel like shit now. Can you blame me?
Poor Phoebe. You shouldn't take it so hard. I bet Arnett said it just to get you out of his office.
You really think so? He sounded awfully convinced to me.
Of course he'll sound convincing. He's an image maker. It's his business to convince people, whether they want to hear about it or not.
I suppose you're right. I'll try to disregard what Arnett said. He said it rather hastily anyhow.
That's my girl.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Sandra, I need to leave now. Talk to you tomorrow then.
Sure. See ya.
Alright. Let's talk to what this says. The guy again. Come on, let's talk to this guy. Come on, let's talk to the mobile guy. Fine. Let's talk to Mr. DeVille.
Hi, Pierre. How are you?
What do you want?
So rude, dude.
Are you aware that the two of you made a lot of money from your consulting business?
Sure. And we split it all, so what?
And just how much do you think you guys made?
I know exactly how much we made, but I am not about to share my financial details with you.
Well, I have a figure that may surprise you.
And why would that be, Officer Phoenix?
Because your business was generating shitloads of money. Yet Bogdanov was giving you only a token of it.
And you expect me to believe that?
It's all right here, on his financial statement. PA, upload Bogdanov financial details file to Pierre DeVille.
Oh, that slimy bastard! I should have never trusted that mofo. I knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, I had a feeling, that he was filling his own pockets.
Nothing scientific, I suppose.
No, nothing of that nature. That fat bastard. Oh, he got what he deserved.
Poor Deville. He's all innocent to this.
So, what kind of money did you think the two of you were making from the art business?
I'm not interested in sharing that with you.
Come on, Pierre. As you can see from the file I uploaded to your PA, I know quite a bit about your business deals. I just need a confirmation on the amount you received from him. That's all.
That son of a bitch paid me $1,000 a month. That asshole.
Were you receiving payments from other sources over the last 2 months?
That's none of your damn business, okay?
Look, Pierre, I need to know if you were receiving any funds from other sources in connection to your venture with Bogdanov.
What do you mean by in connection with Bogdanov?
Did you receive any money directly from customers?
As I said, that is none of your business.
I can find this out by official means if necessary.
Oh yeah? Go ahead.
But I'd rather have you cooperate with me. It would make things much easier. So, once again, did you receive any money directly from customers?
Go stuff your official means. I'm not gonna tell you anything. I'm out of here.
Oh my goodness! Bogdanov was ripping Pierre off big time. I can't say that I feel sorry for Pierre. And if that's not a murder motive, I don't know what is. I know it's late, but I need to report my findings to Chief Morrison.
Yeah, but you want to go to Russia, though. That don't make sense.
You'd better have a good reason for bringing me here this late.
Idiot.
I only have a little time. Continue.
Pierre Deville was furious when I informed him about how much Bogdanov was making, supposedly from this art consultancy business. However, I have reasons to believe that he might have been pretending to appear angry.
Why should he pretend?
Maybe he already knew how much Bogdanov was making. I think Pierre Deville is a very untrustworthy character. I don't like him at all. In addition, Pierre Deville informed me that he only received $1,000 a month from Bogdanov.
He's an idiot.
And that's the amount that was recorded in Bogdanov's bank records, right?
Right. However, Pierre refused to tell me whether or not he was receiving payments directly from customers.
Do you think he was? I sincerely doubt it.
I should check his bank records to verify. Dr. Nemeth claims that the specifics of the device that caused Spencer's death were never shared with the criminal task force.
What do you mean the specifics were never shared with the task force? Aren't these people investigating the death?
They sure are. Believe it or not, the device never even came to their lab. Apparently, they never saw it.
From the very beginning, everything about the Spencer case has been unusual.
Maybe the unique nature of Spencer's death has forced our headquarters to act the way they have.
Perhaps that's the case.
Brian Ainsworth told me that Captain Perez's plane crashed into a mountainside in Russia, and that he and the members of his crew were killed instantly. Brian also told me that Captain Perez was the commander of the aircraft, and it was he who was flying the plane at the time of the accident. No information from the flight recorder was available. When asked why the news about Perez was never aired, Brian told me that the GPSN military wing made an official request to keep the case under wraps.
That's strange. Why would they make such a request? Any comments?
No, not yet, Chief. Chief, I would like to have a financial audit warrant for Pierre Deville
For Pierre de Ville? Can you tell me why?
I believe he only received payments from Bogdanov, but still, I need to check his bank records to verify whether he was receiving any additional payments from customers.
Very well. The request is approved. I will talk to a judge as soon as possible.
Thank you, Chief. I have nothing further to mention at this time.
That's a lot of stuff to take in.
Ugh, Julio, that dumbass.
Seems like you took quite an interest in the death of Dr. Spencer. Be careful though. Heavyweights from the HQ are dealing with that case. They may accidentally stomp on you, and that will be very sad, wouldn't it now? What has he got against her, man? What a dick. Sheesh. Alright, I think that's enough for today. I'm gonna go on and save. Cool. Alright, ta-ta for now.